Corey Joseph finished with 5 assists and 2 points. Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be reacting to the game against the Washington Wizards, man. Watched that last night. We lost 119 to 116. And I knew that this was going to happen, man. You know, coming into this game, I had a feeling that we were going to lose. But then once we got to halftime, I was like, oh yeah, the Pistons, we're probably going to be in a very close game, a very competitive game. But some way at the end, we somehow find a way to lose it. That's basically how this season has been playing out for the most part. In a lot of these close games, man, the Pistons will be right in it. But then at the very, very end of a game, we would just find ways to lose it. And again tonight, against Washington, that happened. And you know, simply put, before I get into the rest of the video, I just want to say we're not there, man. This team is just not there. Our guys, they're just not good enough to really win these basketball games right now. We're too young, too inexperienced, too undermanned. We just don't have enough to win these games right now, which is very, very unfortunate, man, because we're going to continue to lose these types of games. And, you know, especially going up against a team like Washington in this game and losing to a team like the Thunder and last game, you know, we need to win these types of games because our schedule has been rough so far this season. We have been playing tough team after tough team after tough team. You know, now with the schedule easing up against a team like Washington or a team like the Thunder in last game, you would hope for the Pistons to come out and get a victory, but this team just does not have enough to win these games against the Thunder and Washington, which is tough, man. And tonight specifically, man, we had enough shots falling to win this game, but we just couldn't pull it out in the end. Now, we're about to react to the highlights, but before we get into that, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal will be 100 likes. I appreciate everybody who hits my like goals on my videos. And then also, thank you for any and all new subscribers. We finally hit my goal of 4,000. I really, really appreciate that as well. So let's get into the highlights, man. Let's get into the game. This will be taken from the Detroit Pistons YouTube channel, so the highlights will be around a minute or two long. And yeah, let's get into this. And you know, in tonight's game, as I'm looking at the screen right now, just no big man. You know, Trey Lyles being the big. Really good dunk there by Hamidou Diallo, but you know, no big man to stop a guy like Daniel Gafford, for example. He's about average. I liked him on Chicago. He does have potential, but he's just average for the most part. Can't even stop him. Let's see, Cade Cunningham. Nice pass there. 3 by Grant. Money. But yeah, we have no big man to even stop a guy like Daniel Gafford. I hope that Troy Weaver this offseason, he's either gonna, you know, find a way how to make a trade to get us a big, find someone in free agency with Blake Griffin's money, you know, freeing up, or find someone, you know, in the draft with our top pick to be a big man to come to this team, because we can't have this situation going on next season. Obviously, Isaiah Stewart right now, look at him in the paint, man. He needs help down there. And then let's talk about Killian Hayes, man. Like, does Dwayne Casey, does he not like Killian Hayes? Because Killian Hayes was being aggressive tonight. Like, I know the point total doesn't really show it, but he was being aggressive. He was attacking to the hole, but only finishing with 21 minutes. Really good shot there for Frank Jackson, but only finishing with what? 21 minutes on the night for Killian Hayes. Like, what? Dwayne Casey, does he not make his bed enough for you? Like, I don't understand sometimes the things that Dwayne Casey decides to do. And I guess the highlights are over. That was really, really short. But yeah, like Killian Hayes was being aggressive, was attacking to the hole. You know, he was looking solid for short portions in this game. But Dwayne Casey, I don't understand why tonight, especially in the fourth quarter, he just decided not to really go with Killian, only finishing with 21 minutes on the night. I don't get it, man. I really, really don't. Let's talk a little bit about Cade Cunningham. In tonight's game, he went into his little bag of tricks, especially in the fourth. And in overtime, man, you know, Cade really put his head down and said, I'm going to drive to the hole and you will not stop me tonight. And then especially when, you know, Daniel Gafford tried to guard him on a few plays, Daniel Gafford couldn't stop Cade Cunningham. And Cade, man, I just love watching him play. And one of the big reasons why is just because of his pace of play. It's just different from everybody else on the floor. Like, it's weird. Like, he can play very, very slow and, you know, calm and control, but at the same time, speed it up and get past his defenders with ease. So, you know, just watching Cade Cunningham play is just a beauty to watch, and we're watching a true superstar develop here in Detroit, which is going to be really, really nice to see, man. So Cade Cunningham, really, really good game for him. Grant tonight, he got to the free throw line a lot. I don't have the particular stat for that, but I do know that he got to the free throw line a lot in this game. Finished with 28 points. on the night, and he did help us try to get the win tonight, particularly in the second half of this game. Frank Jackson off the bench tonight was a big boost for us. He was probably the best player off the bench. He just gave us a spark plug tonight, hit a few three-pointers, really helped the scoring load, because when you have someone like Corey Joseph, for example, who only finished with 2 points on the night, and then bringing in someone like Frank Jackson, it really does help out the scoring load off the bench. Josh Jackson, man, like it's funny. I don't want to go too hard on Dwayne Casey, but like Josh Jackson, I believe he only finished with 14 minutes on the night, and he was looking decent tonight, man. I know it's been an up and down season for Josh Jackson, but I would just love to see him more in the rotation. Hamidou Diallo as well. You know, some of these guys on this team, like I feel like some of them have earned minutes and some guys haven't earned minutes, but it's weird because Casey, he'll give minutes to some guy who hasn't earned minutes, but take away minutes from a guy who hasn't earned them. It's just weird, man. I don't want to go too hard on Casey because I already said everything that I need to say about Dwayne Casey. You guys know how I feel about his minutes alignments and his rotations and the way he runs his offense. I don't want to go too hard on him. You guys already know my opinion there. And then lastly, before I get out of here, Corey Joseph finished with 5 assists and 2 points. It's I don't know what to say about that, man. I really don't, man. I'm not too upset. It's just a little bit of frustration. I know me throwing that paper makes it seem like I'm upset, but it's just frustrating to see that, man, you know, on the court coming to the game and then sometimes absolutely give us nothing, man. And I know, I guess we're supposed to be showcasing his talent right now so that possibly he could be in a trade type scenario, but sometimes I'm just looking at him and I'm like, bro, you're hurting your trade value, if anything, man. Like, what team will want him when he's playing like this? And I don't think he's a bad player. It's just the way that he's being used. It just isn't right, man. But yeah, man, another loss for the Pistons. Another young team type of night for the Pistons. A game where you get close, but in the end, you find a way to lose it. So Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 4K, and I'm out.
Resiliency, Brooke. We were down 13, I think, and fought back and got back in the game. And that's, you know, it's there's no participation awards, I always say, in the end of the game. And you know, I'm just proud of the way the guys competed and fought. But at the end of the day, it's still on the bad side.
Yeah, when you guys were down 13 with under 6 minutes left to play, what was the difference you feel like that got you guys getting
I thought Jaime came in and changed the game a little bit. He and Frank gave us a boost. I thought we were lethargic coming out, the starting group. So he's trying to get some life. And that group that came in, Jaime came in and changed things, and Frank came in, and Corey, that group first, they started changing the game.